Hi everyone, I'm excited to share my process of doing resin with you. So here I'm giving a good coat of polyacrylic min wax to seal in the silicone that I used in all of the paintings, as well as seal in my colors, but especially my silicone. Um, I did a lot of homework before doing the resin because I use silicone in practically all of my paintings. I wanted to be sure that wasn't a problem. So once that was all nice and dry, I gave it 48 hours. I cleaned my surfaces, as you can see, with the alcohol, with the Windex first and then the alcohol. I let that dry. And then here I'm taping my sides just so I could get a nice even coat of the resin on the tray. Once you're gonna see me pour it on. Once I've done that, I'm just gonna move it around to make sure I get a nice even coating. But I do have a little bit of a warp in my board, so that's why I'm going to be removing it, because I didn't want it to be thicker in the middle and thinner on the sides, so that it would still fit nicely into the grooves of the tray. I have to say I really enjoyed working with the resin, and I'm excited to try new projects after these. But these turned out quite pretty and beautiful, and very happy. So just moving the resin around. I know some people move it around with a spatula. I just, I don't know. I was happy with the results, and this technique, I found it worked well. As you could see on the sides, there was like a little puddle, but that just evens itself out really well. So here goes nothing. Cross my fingers, close it up, and wait 15 minutes. Once that was done, I opened it up and I got my torch to get all of the air bubbles out, as you can see really well actually on this shot. It was nice to see. And as well, while I have it open, I check to see if there's any dust or hair. I have a cat, so I have a tendency of having cat hair everywhere. And yeah, that's about it. Once I'm happy, I also use a light to check to see the bubbles to make sure. So here I'm removing the tape. My surface is really nicely coated, and what's going to drip off is really not much, just a little bit of the excess. So here I'm doing the process all over again with my third tray, taping the sides. And you'll see with this tray when I use the light, I find the light gives you just gives you an opportunity to see your surface better. Make sure that you get a nice, beautiful surface. Also, I made the mistake of weighing my liquids, which was not a good idea because the two parts do not have the same density. So you really have to go about the quantities by eye to make sure that they're exactly the same and not by weight. I don't know if that makes sense. So moving that around. I find that so satisfying, so beautiful. It's like when we first start off and our painting is wet and we wish we could keep it that way. So I got a nice coverage again. I was very happy with that. And I'm going to close it up for another 15 minutes just to give some time to the resin to settle, the bubbles to go to the surface, and so when I come back I get pretty much all of the bubbles. Here I had a little bit of trouble in the corner, I keep going back there for some reason. Again, there is a slight bow to the surface, and so I wanted to make sure that that corner was really, really well covered. And I ended up having no problem once I moved some extra resin. Unfortunately, here we don't see the bubbles popping as much, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So as you can see, there's not much drip. It just gives it how can I say, the resin follows the bow of the tray instead of pooling in the middle. So here you can see me using my light to make sure that I get all of those bubbles and I don't miss anything. No specks of dust, no hair. So I have to say that the process of working on these trays, well, it's taken some time. I've taken the time to do the paintings, let those dry for about a week, taking the time to seal everything in, let those dry again for 48 hours, and then taking the time to do the resin. Although it's been a more lengthy process that I'm used to, I've really enjoyed it, and I really think that it paid off and it looks amazing. Unfortunately, I do not have pictures of the last one because the frame for it is still getting done, so I'll be posting pictures of that on my Facebook and Instagram, so maybe you could check that out. I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody for your support. It's really been amazing to have everybody's positive comments and positive feedbacks and questions. So thank you very much to everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you did, please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel, and again, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.